everybody and welcome to our topic lesson, and today we're going to be doing an art lesson. Today we're going to be looking at Andy Warhol, who is a really famous artist who created art, not maybe art that we would think of straight away. So it wasn't just drawings or sketches or watercolour paintings. He created a really interesting style of art which we call pop art, which if you look at the background here you can see is kind of in the style of pop art. So it would be big shapes, or it would be a drawing and all of the different blocks of colour would be bright and wonderful, so like yellows, the pinks, the blues, and then it would also sometimes have maybe polka dots or stripes in it. I'll show you some examples, but it's a really fun style of art, and the reason we've chosen to teach you about it is because obviously our topic this term is superheroes, and they did a lot of superhero art, kind of comic book style art is very pop art, so we thought that would tie in really nicely. So today is just a first lesson on it, and we'll be revisiting it at different points, okay? So let's learn a little bit. So Andy Warhol was a pop artist. This is a picture of him. He used a technique called screen printing to create lots of prints that look the same. He often changed the colours of the pictures, okay? Oh, making patterns. So Andy Warhol often used very bright colours in his work. He used repeated images to make patterns. So you can see this here, kind of what I'm telling you. So really bright blue background. Then he had this dollar sign, which is the American money. It's like our pound sign, but in American. And he had it here in pink, then blue, then yellow and red, then pink again. But it's the same picture repeating, so it's making a pattern, and he changes the colours to really bright, fun colours. He also did famous portraits. So he would get really famous people at the time. He was mainly creating artwork a long time ago, so before I was born and before you guys were born, and he would get famous people at the time and he would make portraits of them. Now we know what portraits are. We've made self-portraits before, haven't we? So when we've drawn and painted ourselves, he would draw or paint famous people at the time, and then he would make it really fun and pop art style, and he would add colour. So you see here he's added blue, he's added pink up here, pink down here by the side, a yellow background on this one, a dark blue background here, a lighter blue here. So it's really fun, really bright colours and a lot of block colours, okay? Do you know who this is? So have a little guess. Some of you may know. This is a really famous boxer called Muhammad Ali. He was a very strong boxer, really famous. So he was really admired by lots of people, so Andy Warhol chose him to have in his pictures. Using colour. What do you notice about the colours in this portrait of Marilyn Monroe? This is a really famous picture that Andy Warhol created. This is a lady called Marilyn Monroe. She was an actress years and years ago, before I was born, and she's really famous. And so he created this picture of her, but then he changed it. So you can see here, she did have blonde hair, but he added this yellow colour. He added the blue here. He added a blue background, and he kind of gave her a pinky purpley face. So he's changed all the colours into block colours. You can see he's not just drawing or colouring it, say with a crayon or a pencil, he's doing block colours. Repeating images. So Andy Warhol used repeating images of famous people in different colours. So this is all the same picture, but he's changed all of the colours and then he's put them one after each other to repeat the pattern. It looks really effective. If Andy Warhol was alive today, first of all, who do you think would be a good famous person for him to make a portrait of? So who could he make one of these, who could he make one of these pictures of? I was actually thinking of the Queen, because we have lots of pictures of the Queen and I think that would look really effective. But is there anyone else that you can think of, and why? And then this says, choose one person from a group to share your answers with the class, but of course you can just have a think and tell somebody at home. How about a portrait of? So they are thinking who they could do a portrait of. So that is a little bit about pop art and Andy Warhol. So now we're going to move on to your task for today. So first of all, the first thing I'd like you to do is to go, oh, I've already started. I'd like you to go onto Kiddle, and then I would like you to put in pop art Andy Warhol. I'm going to click, oh, pop art Andy Warhol. I'm going to click this on images because I want to have a look. Oh, there's another one. But you see here, this is also pop art because it's the block colour. This is what I was talking about with our superheroes. See how it's the block different colours? That's also pop art. Okay, so it's block colours. In here they might have dots, they might have polka dots. Patterns, let's add to see some more. Oh, pop art patterns. This is researching, guys. You keep changing the words until you find what you need. Let's put in Andy Warhol. Oh, there's pictures of him. Ah, here's one. Oh, there's more. So you see, this is soup. He was famous for his Campbell's soup, and it's all blocks in different colours. They've obviously actually made these cans of soup, but based on pop art style, how it's the same image but it's repeated. So today your task is going to be you're going to kind of create some of your own pop art images and just play around and give it a little go. So it can be anything that you want. It doesn't have to be a portrait, and I'm going to show you how to do it on Purple Mash if you want to do it on a device. If you'd like to do it on paper, if you have crayons or colouring pencils, that's also fine. If you want to do it on Purple Mash, if you just follow me, so you go onto your home page on Purple Mash, you then click on Art, and then you're going to click on To Paint a Picture, Launch App. You can do this on a mobile phone, on a tablet, on a computer. Then what this is going to give to you, oh, I actually chose this one. So I chose Repeat and Pattern. Then it gives you here little boxes where it shows you how it's going to repeat it. And you actually don't use this box, which we normally do. We're going to use this little box. So say I'm going to do a love heart. I'm going to look for I'm going to do a pink. So say I do this. Ah, see, because I've clicked these, it repeats the pattern. So Andy Warhol's pattern, that's very funky because they make them side by side, upside down. But his one actually is more like this little one where it's the same one after each other each time, okay? So to make this pop art, I'm going to do this. You can keep looking at different pictures and examples. Go back in the video if you want. I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to make this a bit smaller. And then I'm going to go around the edge in the yellow. You can honestly make anything that you want. We're just giving a little go at experimenting with pop art and repeating patterns. Woo-hoo-hoo. Then I'm going to try a blue. Get them edges. And then I might make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Now, it's really hard on here because we obviously can't change how Andy Warhol did. He would change the... Ooh, that looks good. He would obviously change it. So this one might be blue, pink, yellow. This one might be red, green, and pink. This one might be different colours, but it's kind of hard with what we've got, but we're giving it a good go. And if you move this, it makes more and more and more, and that just makes a few. So I just want you guys to have a little play around. If you're doing it at home, any kind of images that you can colour and draw to make repeating patterns using block colours would be lovely. Yeah, just have a play around. You don't have to submit anything to us to show us this. This is just for you guys to have a little play around and have a look. The learning's been done in what we've shown you and what we've taught you. So please don't worry about trying to save it or submit. If you can, then please do, because we'd love to see it. But if not, not to worry. It's just for you guys to have a little play around and to understand that the pop art that we're looking at is using blocks of different colours in repeating patterns. Okay, good job, guys.